Welcome back to the Tractor Tech channel. I'm Roger. I'm finally getting back around to testing the pressure washer Sandblaster some more. I'm testing it on an old pond scoop. Someone mentioned in the comments, why was I worried about cleaning the bottom of it, that with use the dirt will polish it, and I agree with that. But this is the biggest, flattest area to test something like this on this implement that needs cleaned, so that's why I was testing it there. I've made some changes to my setup, so let's take a look at those now. First change I've made is the pressure washer. The pressure washer I used in the last video, went to use it on something else the next time, and it wasn't working. The pump has gone bad on it. So I'm not sure if that may have been affecting things, so now I'm using a different pressure washer. In the last video, I had my media in a bucket. I don't think there's very much water getting in there, but people said I need to have a lid on it, so I now have a lid for my bucket to keep things dry. Next change I made is the media. The last video I was using play sand, which I know is not a good blasting abrasive, but since this isn't like in a blast cabinet or something, it's a one-time use, I was trying to get by with something cheap. Now I've stepped up to the Black Diamond coal slag. This coal slag I've got is for heavy rust removal. This is the pressure washer Sandblaster Nozzle. The last video I was holding it like this, which would allow water to possibly drain down. I did see a little bit of water draining down, so this time when I use it, I'm going to hold the siphon hose up so water won't be draining down. So I'll go ahead and pour my coal slag in the bucket and get the pressure washer fired up here and see how it does. There's what the coal slag looks like. I'm going to give up with that pressure washer. I just think these smaller pressure washers do not have enough GPM to run this. I believe that's what's going on right now. The pressure washer works fine. I can put a regular nozzle in it and it has good pressure. Put the pressure washer Sandblaster on it and it does nothing. So I'm going to step up to a larger pressure washer now. That pressure washer is 3.2 GPM, 3200 PSI. And yes, I'm exceeding what this pressure washer Sandblaster is rated for, so I do not recommend doing this. Pretty happy with the way that's looking. That's knocking all the scaly stuff off. If I had a finer media, it might actually get it down to like a bare metal. I may have gone with a too aggressive media this time. So I actually got this down to a bare metal, and up in here it was coming down to a bare metal. I think I probably could have got the less aggressive coal slag and may actually get better results, but I just thought this thing was pretty rusty. But I feel like I made some progress tonight with this pressure washer sandblaster. The first pressure washer that I used in this video, it didn't seem to like it. I don't know if the pressure washer is just not enough GPM. It didn't seem like it had enough flow. Someone had mentioned that I may need to change the nozzles on the pressure washer sandblaster itself. I didn't look in to see if I could find different nozzles for it. The original pressure washer I used, it did seem like it had enough power to use it, but I didn't have a good enough media. And what I've found on these pressure washers with using different ones with the same ratings, that some are more powerful than others. I used a Campbell Housefield, or however you say it, pressure washer. It was supposed to be the same as the Karcher I used in this video, Karcher, and the Troy-Bilt I used in the first video, and it just completely blew those two out of the water. And they're both rated at they're all three rated at 2,500 PSI and 2.5 GPM, or pretty close to that, maybe 2,600 or 2,650, whatever. But you know, similar specs. So I tried it on the steel pressure washer that is 3.2 GPM and 3,200 PSI, which is too much for this gun. I do not recommend that. But then I started getting good results. And I think the main thing is you just need to have the proper media, and who knows if it's going to work with your pressure washer or not, because some are greatly overrated in comparison to others. And even if you watch Project Farm's channel, when he tested the electric pressure washers, he found the same thing, that some of those electric pressure washers were way overrated in comparison to what they're being sold as. So now that I found that this is going to work, my zero-turn mower deck needs rebuilt, and the paint on it looks really bad. It's all flaking off, may even be powder coat, I don't know. So I'm going to get a couple more bags of coal slag. I may go with the finer grit for that. And I have this coarser grit that if I have some rougher areas that I need to get, I can use. So the next video of the pressure washer sandblaster, I'll be doing more testing on my zero-turn mower deck. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoy it.